everything. In multiplayer, there's a weapon limit for the various difficulties and levels. So I can't use my level 51 weapons. And it caps my health at a certain level. In single player, there's no such restrictions.
Choose a class: wing diver, air raider, fencer, heavy armored trooper.
I don't think there's anything else to set up. You just need to choose a class. I can explain the general mechanics if you want.
Oh, this is...
Choose loadout. Fencers can equip
Basically, the normal soldier, the ranger is just the normal guy, but he's actually very versatile. The wing diver has a jetpack, but the jetpack and her weapons are both powered by the same batteries, and if you run out, it goes into overheat mode for a while. And you can't use your jetpack or your weapons. But some weapons have, like, a clip, so they don't drain directly from the battery. I don't know how to explain it. Let's just go.
I mean, okay.
Let's just do it. It's dumb trying to explain EDF like that. You'll see. I won't recommend the Fencer though as a first class. They're sort of like... They get exponentially more powerful, but they're kind of frustrating to start with.
Sounds perfect. Let's go.
deploying.
Also, there's synergies between classes, so I have a laser guide system which I can use for some of your weapons. And those weapons will only work if there's an air raider player using a laser guider. You have 4 weapons in 2 loadouts. The first mission, few like 7 missions are just complete walkovers, but eventually you'll reach a point where you do die, and you do actually need to start thinking about like what your loadouts are and what tactics you're using.
So, for people who've just joined us, what the hell is this?
We're saving our Mother Earth from alien attack.
The
from
title.
Sky insects who... Oh, EDF. Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair.
Sounds very Japanese.
I haven't played this in like 3 months. The red boxes are armor, which upgrades your maximum health. The other boxes are health in the mission. The green boxes are weapon drops. Anyone can pick up anything and that applies to all players, except for health, which is player specific. Like, if I pick up an armor box, it increases the max health of everyone after the game.
Some must have survived, hiding out for 7 years. Our soldiers are prepared for it.
I'm just letting this wash over me.
Ain't nobody getting past these babies.
Uh-huh. So you like this game a lot, I understand.
Yeah. The first levels make it seem like it's completely brainless, but actually it gets extremely difficult later on.
I mean,
especially in high difficulties.
I pretty much grokked that when you said level 51 weapons.
Yeah, and your tactical options to deal with the ludicrous enemy forces expands a lot as you get better weapons. And specialized weapons. Like, to beat, like, Inferno difficulty, you need a team using exactly the right weapons, going to exactly the right places, and doing exactly the right thing. But right now, let's just kill the ants.
Kind of a Monster Hunter element with a bit of a Miltac sort of vibe.
It's very generous to describe the EDF as a military, or as tactical.
I mean, aesthetic.
It's more like an enthusiastic...
Not like, yeah, not actual Miltac, just more...
It's a bunch of enthusiastic people with lots of equipment, shouting patriotic stuff. It's like Team America, but completely morally good.
Yeah, not a... Getting out of here.
See the soldiers with the red arrows above them? Those are leaderless. Their squad leaders have been killed. If you're a ranger, you can... If you're any class, you can go near them and they'll start following you. If you're playing the ranger, any health items you pick up will also heal the AI soldiers that are following you.
Neato. Something happened and we won.
There are cutscenes, but you don't see them in the multiplayer campaign.
Oh, well, that would probably be helpful.
Not really.
Choose a class. Air Raider. Wing Diver. Flying Assault Trooper. Member of a female...
Did you get any good weapons?
Nope.
Choose loadout.
There's like 1,000 weapons, if you include vehicles and stuff.
Let's go with the embarrassing class.
Deploying.
This is actually my favorite class. It's the first one I completed the campaign on hard with. It feels a lot different. Even more arcadey actiony. Just get right up in their face, constantly moving.
Well, this sure is a thing that's happening. Oh, I took a hit somewhere. Not sure how. Not sure why. At some point, I should probably look at, like, a control screen or something.
Well, what do you need help with? I've actually changed my controls, so...
Knowing what all the options are.
Oh, like movement?
Yeah.
Hold in jump to activate the jetpack.
That's it?
Yeah. And if you run out, you'll run out.
Is base movement speed just always ass?
No, well, every class has ways to go faster. The air raid has vehicles, the wing diver can fly, rangers can do the combat roll, which is do it laterally and it's faster than running. And the fencer has, like, boosts and stuff. Like dash. There is a plot, but do I really bother to explain it?
No.
This world was already attacked in the far future of 2017, and now it's 2022, I think. And the world's been preparing since then. And it's super hyper-militarized with 50 billion super weapons.
That kind of seemed obvious with the 4.1 part of the title.
Actually, there's only been like 2 wars. All the other EDFs were in the first invasion. Except for EDF 4, which was this. Just less polished. This is just a HD remix of EDF 4. With gameplay upgrades.
I see.
It's basically Independence Day 2 if Independence Day 2 was good, and a game, and also a lot of other things.
I guess.
So it's really nothing like Independence Day 2. Except for the fact that, like, humanity's been preparing and built crazy weapons.
It's all just noise and fury to me right now.
Yeah, the first 2 missions aren't very engaging. They're just a complete curb stomp.
Yeah, I suppose.
I could turn the difficulty up if you want for the next one.
No.
I will also start giving you better drops.
I mean, oh, well. Oh, right, yeah. So it is the whole Manhunt thing. Which is not my favorite genre of game. Well, that wasn't an armor box. That was just a mailbox.
Choose a class. Ranger is recommended. Air Raider.
Okay.
Aerial Spotter. Weak Ranger. Choose loadout.
I'll actually need to start
Rangers
thinking.
equipped 2 weapons.
Nah.
Choose loadout.
I mean about my loadouts.
I'm not gonna, because I haven't gotten anything that's non-default. So basically the progression is level up your weaponry.
Each class has
And your
their
armor?
own armor pool and weaponry, yeah.
Gotcha.
Deploying.
Time to be a red shirt.
And the jump button, if you press that while you're like running sideways, you'll do a combat roll. and pro level ranger strat is to learn how to just constantly barrel roll laterally to go really fast. It's really telling that they actually just added a sprint option for EDF 5 and all the comments were like, I hate this change. Why would you do that? You're ruining the game. It's a part of the game that you just combat roll sideways constantly.
Sure, why not?
We're gonna keep going. Yes, sir! This is Ranger 9. We are fighting giant insects. We're being overrun. Requesting wing diver support.
It would be... Then why have a jump at all, though?
Hold them off until then.
Like, what platforming are you gonna do?
Yeah, sometimes you need to get over piles of bugs, especially in the tunnel levels.
Oh, good.
You kill them faster than their bodies despawn at some points.
I mean, we're doing that now.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. I mean, literally, like, it blocks progress and you just have to wait for 10 seconds till they start despawning. Or, like, it blocks the enemy and they can't get you because there's too many corpses.
So much screaming. So little sense.
That's Japanese.
I guess. Does give
sorry,
it that...
it's totally not Japan. They never explicitly say we're in Japan.
I mean, it has that sort of disaster, you know, Godzilla vibe.
Man, gotta hold myself back or I'll just kill everything and leave you with nothing to do.
I wouldn't worry about my engagement levels right now.
Yeah, I had all these things I planned to like tell you, but like I'm just smiling and playing the game. I can't think or talk.
It's a thing you just kind of have to let wash over you. And I can see where the brain... I can see where the brainwashing cult appeal comes from, because this is just...
It's just game.
It is drug-like.
The thing is, the experience of I'm just doing so much video game right now. That kind of feeling.
Yeah, how many levels of video game are you on? Like 3 or 4?
Yes.
You're like a little baby.
This is fucking baby shits. This doesn't even register to me right now. I don't feel like killing thousands of ants. It gets so ludicrously bigger, and like the experience of lights and sounds and dodging and shooting and killing at later levels. Like you fight things that are bigger than buildings.
Hey, that's a weapon drop.
Alongside hundreds of AI and dozens of vehicles. And you actually have to kind of pay attention to stay alive, so that helps the engagement.
Yeah, and with this level of crazy, you kind of need these first few levels, I would imagine, just to get used to the pace and the tone of things, because it is so unlike a lot of other things.
Yeah, that's honest. That was one of the thoughts I had when I was thinking how to explain it. It's like the people who made this, sometimes being generic and just being a fun video game, and that's it. That's original. That's brave. They don't have any fucking insight on the war economy or any... It won't make you cry or anything. It's just a fucking video game. It's 100% video game.
It's...
And like...
It
it's
manages
weird that
to
being
be
generic has become original, sort of. Become something I welcome.
I wouldn't say this is
if
like
you do it well.
I wouldn't say this is deliberately generic. This is definitely a very deliberate choice of aesthetic, with you know, sort of a ironic, you know, wink wink sort of thing going on. Because we're fighting just giant ants from space.
The thing is, like, they don't, like, what was the other thing you played?
Like, this can't be dramatic. They couldn't even try to make this dramatic.
Oh, they can, sort of. But, what was that that visual novel you played that you hated? The, Fairy Fantasy 50 or something.
Fairy Fencer F, yeah.
Yeah, that, if those people made this game, it would be, like, really heavy.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
look, we're parodying sci-fi. These people aren't saying, like, oh, we're parodying sci-fi, but they're just making a campy game, and they don't care if you notice the parody or not. They're just doing it because they think it's fun. And because they think you'll think it's fun.
It has to take itself the right amount of seriously, or it doesn't work. I got something on that run. I got a shotgun. I got a healing thing.
Choose loadout. Rangers
A lot of the way weapons in this game work is that the first iteration is like a joke meme weapon that is obviously useless, but as you get higher and higher, the flaws start to go away and it starts to actually become really useful. Like a weapon that goes from like no accuracy at all to just hitting everything in a frontal arc.
Wing Air Fencer.
Or what's something I can show you? These.
With the power air raider. Aerial spotter. Supports the
These little roller things.
choose loadout.
They start off completely useless, but they're actually incredibly devastating when you get like the level 30 version.
Choose loadout.
Like they're not,
Raiders can equip
they won't win everything, but they're actually pretty useful in specific situations.
deploying.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wing divers, what happened?
Ah, Discord just did a Bing thing.
So
Oh, I
tell,
picked
tell,
up the wrong thing.
tell me about the Air Raider.
The Air Raider is the support class. They can call in vehicles, call in airstrikes. Both of those are earned by kill credits, so whenever a person on your team kills something, I think any EDF forces kill something, you get credits, and if you get enough of them, you can call in another airstrike or another vehicle. Most things already start with one charge at the beginning, though. And
another
they
thing
can
they
also...
can do
Hey, Dread.
is laser designate.
This isn't a very good plan.
Yeah, it really hard. Raider, they can take a laser designator.
And they can also do things like put down shields, which reduce damage in a certain area, or area heals, which heal people who come within range, or they can shoot little pellets, which constantly refresh your armor and stuff. They're just a support class. Yeah, so they're best with multiple players. And
So they don't really have weapons for crap.
eventually they do, but yeah, the limpets aren't very good. The vehicles are how they do their real damage.
Well, calling that down then.
And now we see the first kind of advanced enemy, the Rotarius. They can grab you with a web and pull you towards them.
Damn it.
Also, if you're a wing diver, you have to look out for those webs because you can get stuck in them.
Humans made wing divers in order to eliminate the giant insects. But the Ravager technology has evolved beyond that.
How do I get in? There we go. Stand still.
They keep introducing new enemies for the whole game, but in the beginning it's really handholdy in the way they introduce new enemies.
I mean, I kind of want that at this point because I have no idea what's going on. I honestly do not mind the ramping up because
you can destroy the webs with enough damage.
I'm just going for Sunday Drive.
Getting shots of the tanks is actually kind of tricky due to the arcs.
Yeah, I do see that.
It's sort of a high skill class. Oh no, god damn it.
Also, Spud.
Yeah.
If you have a controller, a gamepad controller...
Yeah, I'm using a gamepad right now. I played for a long time with mouse and keyboard though, so it doesn't really matter. Damn it, I don't have a high enough arc to find something to go into. Perfect. You can't destroy pieces of terrain which have a web attached to them at the start of the mission, annoyingly. Otherwise that would be an easier way to destroy the webs quickly. Can you just kill that?
I'm trying, man.
Oh yeah, I could just reverse up to there.
There we go.
Does this mean that the progress of the giant insects exceeds human wisdom? Progress faster than science is impossible, but...
That's a hell of a line.
You can tell that they deliberately kind of tried to botch it and make it sound like a Japanese
Oh no,
English
yeah,
translation.
the delivery is very deliberate. Alright, so I'm not gonna touch aerator for a while.
Choose a class. Fencer. Choose loadout. Fencers can equip 4 weapons.
Oh, I did get a different,
Choose loadout. Fencer.
The difficulty keeps getting reset to normal for some reason. Can't see if it's actually on... It says at the top that the difficulty is normal.
yeah. Is that a problem?
I thought we were doing hard. Oh well.
Deploying.
Maybe because I'm here. So what's the benefit of recruiting EDF soldiers to follow along?
So they go places where it matters. They're pretty good meat shields, and they actually do a lot of damage.
Wing divers are trained to defeat giant insects on land, but a giant insect that can capture wing divers has appeared.
Just die already.
Yeah, got him with a grenade. Perfect weapon for this situation.
Clearly.
There, saved.
Yeah, saved. That's definitely what happened to her.
Well, as I was saying before my net decided to kill itself, gamepad makes the heavy class really easy for me.
Why is that?
Because it's you just use the triggers for the 2 weapons, and then it's just easy aim and move.
Reloading.
Anyway, you have fun with that. Who knows? I might be able to join you when you stream it again if I can get the shitter working.
I'd like that.
I can see us playing this again.
It's definitely better with more people. Also, I think Dread could probably talk a bit more than me.
Yeah,
He can keep his head on while having immense fun.
Well, you know, by all means, offer us an insight now while we're getting into this for the first time.
Yeah,
Where's this guy over here. Ah, there you are.
It's one of those I'll need to get my desktop working before I can play again, but it is decently fun. Just gives me a headache after a while.
Gee, why would that be?
Yeah, but
Hold in the web, save me!
I have no
Damn it,
idea
the
how
hustler.
or where or why.
the
I
Retarius,
died heroically.
Yeah, I'll believe you.
the Retarius, if I'm remembering correctly, I'd have to look it up, is actually the word for the gladiators who used nets in Roman times, so makes sense that they'd give it to the web slinger.
The naming scheme it's not worth it. They call everything a giant insect, even like a giant spider. Even flying wasps and like dragons.
Wait till you meet the Godzilla one. That one, Lovenought and I said, okay, let's have some fun, and tried using the aerator to basically guide in a
Like cruise
mega
missiles,
nuke.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get a zoom with the hand cannon instead of a boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, those basic weapons you get are actually pretty reliable. Like, they're better than some level 10 weapons. Just because they're so simple, like... Damn it.
Others are more complicated.
It's always good to have a simple no-frills weapon.
How do I free you, buddy? Like that?
Uh-oh, I can't abort.
Just basically shoot the web. Fill the web with a shit ton of firepower and it'll eventually break.
Does rescue decrease my own health?
Yeah, you give me some of your health. The health boxes actually heal as a percentage, so... If you really want to be optimal, you have the heavy classes with lots of health, like the Fencer, pick up the health boxes, and then they just heal the revive the weaker classes.
Gotcha.
But that doesn't really matter. Oh, bad idea. Oh, no it isn't. I'm still thinking in terms of late game grenades, which are pretty crazy. They're basically mini nukes from Fallout. Early game grenades are way more forgiving.
Oh, just wait till you get your hands on the Fencer's mortars.
That sounds like fun.
It's one of those...
What do you main?
Fencer. I just basically sit there with 2 of them, and I just stay in one place and just use the rise of the cannons to basically march my fire up an area. Dunk, 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 dunk. Reload.
Underground to destroy the nest.
Then, of course, you get the splitter mortars.
Has spawned there. We might have to expect more new species coming out later. There is a danger that the flying insects may have evolved, and they could be superior to our wing divers. We can never let the giant insects take over the Earth.
We don't just fight bugs the whole game. This is just the prologue.
Yeah.
Aliens arrive soon. It's all a conspiracy. The aliens and the giant insects.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where's that guy from the History Channel? Aliens.
That's an older meme, but
He'd
it
just
checks
be a
out.
normal guy in this game. It's already had an alien invasion by like
Air Raider.
every kind of alien cliche.
Wing diver.
Yeah, true.
Blind ranger.
I don't know if it got over earlier, but I did make the mention of
Choose loadout.
when Spud said, "You're not sure what's going on." It's just like, I don't even think the game knows what's going on at some points. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Completion rate. Oh, 0%. Oh boy.
Deploying.
Turn on your helmet
Yeah, the completion is completing a mission with a class on every difficulty and unlocking all the weapons. So yeah, it takes a lot to fill up the percentages. And I've got 9%. Oh, there's a way to synergize with the fencer. You can use the movement buff for both loadouts, like this.
Huh. I see.
The underground entrance should be up ahead. Let's go. Yes, sir. The underground entrance is just past the station. Come with me.
Depth crawlers can light up the area for you. Air raiders, call for depth crawlers to support the assault unit.
If you guys want to catch up at some point, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, the pathfinding is awful. If you go too fast, they won't be able to get around corners and stuff, so...
Oy vey.
And they love to try and shoot at enemies through, like, thin walls.
We were getting rid of them, but they were increasing. The Earth is contaminated. Giant insects are like a nasty virus.
This way. Come here.
I actually like how, authentic the darkness is in the cave levels. It reminds me of, the Metro darkness. Like, this is real darkness.
Yeah, it's very pitch black at times.
Doesn't look like we won.
The vehicles help a lot. They have, floodlights. There's a special vehicle you can call in anywhere, including underground, and it's the depth crawler.
Yeah,
Basically a crab
the
tank.
dialogue mentioned that, and I heard it. They're like, "Hey, air divers, get the stuff," and I'm like, "Okay, we'll think about it." You know, once we contact our air divers in the party.
Air raiders.
Having fun in the middle of that?
Yep.
Oh, hi. You're here. You're gone.
And I'm back.
Ah, you're here.
We're fighting a giant spider-like bug. The threat!
The trick is to charge your melee weapons while you're dashing. and then unleash it when you get to the right spot.
Yeah, I haven't figured out the dash, only the jump.
The dash is specific for heavies like this. And only on certain weapons. Mostly
Is
melee
it weapon specific?
Yeah, different weapons for the fencer have different movement buffs, like a vertical jump like this, or a dash, or some don't have any movement buff but have the zoom. Or a lock-on.
Shotgun's pretty alright.
For you or for me?
I mean, your shotgun's probably doing more, but mine's helping, I'm sure.
What is this? More and more casualties.
Get out of here.
Everyone is dead. Another casualty. What is this? What is this?
Get out of here.
What the hell did we prepare for? What did I? There's no room for defeat. It's a fight we must win. But I requested backup from the Air Force. The heavy air support aircraft Whale with the 120 millimeter.
Oh, I was over here fighting a couple of giant spiders, and then you all just sort of moved on.
I'll finish off what's left.
Sir, yes, sir! Hopefully it'll be nice again tomorrow. What are you so happy about?
The soldiers back here are just chatting amongst themselves.
It's like they saw what happened with Oblivion, with the Radiant AI, and they said, yes, this is very good.
Yeah. Listening to the various
It's
conversations.
like better than Oblivion. You been to that
Hey.
one place yet? Don't be crazy. Okay.
They're just gossiping over there.
Did you tell your wife you love her? I'll think about it.
And then you get the ones who start the song.
Yeah, they start singing, but only in like bad situations. And the song that they sing, the EDF theme song, there's variations of it that are increasingly dire that they sing as the campaign goes on. Like, our friends were all killed yesterday as were our families. Today we might not make it facing these atrocities.
Okay, enough.
Drivers can equip 2 weapons. Choose loadout.
Well, I'm just picking random stuff and seeing what happens.
Deploy.
That's a good strategy, because you need to try multiple weapons. A lot of them don't seem good until you use them and figure out exactly how they work.
I will
mean-
say that the flamer and the flamethrowers, no. No, those are not too good for Fencer.
I mean, I'm getting it. I'm seeing how all the...
It'd probably be more fun if we had 3 or 4 people.
No, I'm getting it.
Uh-oh. Get back. Whoops.
Did you drop an airstrike on top of our heads?
No. Cruise missiles. It's hard to keep the laser designated on something far away when there's insects crawling up your face. So like the airstrike or the missile strike will redirect at the last second. Also, sometimes there are some airstrikes have smoke grenades, and you'll throw the grenade, but then like a friendly soldier will just run in front of you at the last second, and so the grenade will drop at your feet.
Oh, okay. So the wing diver weapons draw from your suit energy.
Yeah, I tried to explain that poorly. Yeah, it's a pool.
Yeah, so you don't want to run out of
So it's
both.
a trade-off. Yeah.
Okay.
That some
makes
weapons though have their own internal battery, so like you can have an extra reserve. But some draw directly from your suit power.
Is there just a suit of power armor sitting here, or what?
I called that in.
I'm getting out of here.
I don't actually have whales, so the
Alright,
dialogue
so-
is kind of...
EDF episode 1 in which Spud and Lovenought just blow up, yeah. Alright, I think I'm actually kind of sold on this. I think I actually kind of dig this. I was talking with Lovenought earlier about how like I was gonna do a bit where like I don't really get EDF. You know, like thanks for the gift, but like what is this thing even? But now I'm like, okay, I see it. I get it.
Yeah, it's
I see where the depth is, and
Get up, go have a look. Let's see what this does.
glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, and again, on higher difficulties, knowing when to use the airstrikes is actually pretty critical. You can't just throw them around.
I would imagine, since you don't get unlimited amounts of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's weird. It's a kind of game where I'm absolutely convinced I'm right, and this is not a meme game. I'm not dumb for liking it.
It
But I can't
absolutely
really
is a meme game,
elucidate
but-
why. It's not like a no effort, it's like a meme game, but it's also a game.
It's
Unlike Goat Simulator, you know?
it's you know got a bit of that Monhun depth to it. Oh, they're trying to flank us. That's not nice. Oopsie.
And vehicles aren't, just an instant I win, because a lot of enemies are very,
No,
very
I do
damaging to,
see it.
vehicles.
Like, these guys are legit dangerous if you don't stay on top of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it gets, the primary nugget of gameplay is, eventually there could be like 15 different types of enemies in a mission, and they're all slightly different. Like, one can shred vehicles with its heavy weapon, which is easy to dodge if you're infantry or whatever, like, and there's all so much stuff going on, and it's not really that complicated, but there's just so much of it going on all at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's where the death comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like
I see it.
juggling 50 balls.
And then also trying to feed the...
And also having to, like, keep concentrating even though there's the visual overstimulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely see how the how it all works. Although
And
I'm
it's really, really fun to just blow up Sunken Stream.
I'm not a big fan of how the Ixion's bullet path seems affected by movement speed and not like where the reticle is actually pointed.
If you have enough AI under your command, they'll mirror your voice commands.
Oh, good.
So they'll all shout EDF at the same time. Or they'll shout something different like, yeah, in response to you shouting EDF. If you actually sing one stanza of the song with a bunch of AI followers, they'll sing the next stanza.
I'm just not a big fan of the cult. Excusez-moi. That hurt.
Oh, level 4. As in, weapons up to level 4.
What time is it? Yeah, still got plenty of time.
Choose a class. Air Raider. Aerial Spotter. Fencer. Heavy air. We air Fencer.
Oh, I can bring in a helicopter.
Fencers can equip 4 weapons. Choose loadout. Fencers can equip 4 weapons.
I think we're about 2 or 3 missions away from the first mission where most of the groups I've chaperoned die. That's the first time they actually die. There's like 90 missions in the game. It's hard for me to keep it all straight in my head, even though I've played for so long. And then there's like another 40 missions in the 2 downloadable content packs, which are massively more difficult than the normal campaign. And even more, like, there's one mission where you have to kill all the enemies in this ruined city, but EDF High Command is plastering the entire battle zone with endless airstrikes and artillery strikes and, like, satellite blasters. And so you have to avoid constant airstrikes while killing the enemy. And it's really hard. Because sometimes avoiding an airstrike means going straight after these enemies with really dangerous close-in capabilities. Unless you cheese it by just calling in a helicopter and just hiding at maximum altitude until all the enemies die by themselves.
Fair enough. I figured out the move.
I don't know where that landed.
Close enough. Alright, so the spear's not great.
The vehicles are really hard to control at low level. The principal way that they increase their utility with like the higher level vehicles is they just make them easier to handle. Like they don't really improve their like actual capabilities so much.
By the way, there's aliens on the moon, and EDF already knew about it, so screw those guys, but...
Yeah, the
not
bugs have been hiding since the last invasion, and now they've reached a critical mass and they're attacking.
And the EDF was just kind of ignoring it, apparently.
I wonder what influence the Ravagers and giant insects have on each other.
It's not at all sinister. They mean EDF knew about it since Mission 1, which was like only a little bit ago.
Oh. Well, okay.
Yeah, there is no moral ambiguity. EDF is never bad, ever. And there are no humans who ever, like, hamper the cause. Everyone is all together all the time.
So it's sort of like a Starship Trooper style.
If Starship Troopers was...
About
like,
giant... Yeah.
if it was
insects.
actually serious and not a parody of fascism.
Well, that's two things. The movie version is not the book version. Because...
Oh god, here we go.
The movie was specifically done as a gag after he had seen, like, it was originally just entitled Bug War, had no connection. The director read a bit of Starship Troopers, figured out how to make it into a full-on parody of the book, and that's what happened.
Yeah, but even in the book, it wasn't pure moral good federation. It was more cynical.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like, we're fighting just because
Oh,
that's
hi,
the way
Helly.
the world works.
Hi,
Yeah.
air
Yeah, I've
support.
been here the whole time. Pick up that crate, damn it.
Huh?
Never miss a crate. God, it'll take so long to fall down.
Sorry, you just jumped out?
God, it's gonna take so long. It
And now
doesn't
you
land
just...
on a building.
I'm slightly gobsmacked at what I just witnessed. Oh, better pick something up. Jump out of the helicopter, and then, oh, I gotta get back in. Just wait for it to tumble out of the sky. I get that it works, but dang.
Do you know how to use the voice callouts? It's on controller. It's the what's the thing? I don't use console very much, so I don't know what all the things are called. The direction.
The D-pad.
Thing. The D-pad. That's it. Yeah. It's right on the D-pad to bring it up, and then to navigate.
The spear has more range than I thought.
You can read all the weapon stats.
Yeah, but like interpreting them into things that actually mean something.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to maintain perspective when you're fighting giant insects and stuff.
Also, like, interpreting numbers into actual, like, expertise when you haven't used any of the things before. Cut me some slack.
Oh, if you were a ranger, you would actually be able to, or a wing diver, you'd actually be able to pilot these vehicles that I call in.
I'm aware, but...
Uh-oh, this is gonna hurt.
I will be back.
Oh god, oops.
Did you just, again...
Oh no, I knocked the other helicopter up onto a building. Tried to take off underneath the other drop. There you go. Yeah, in case you missed that dialogue, there are 9 motherships on the moon, which is 9 times more than there were in the last invasion. I can throw a grenade all the way there from up here if I throw it quickly enough after jumping out the helicopter. No, that didn't work.
Get my crates.
Yeah, it's always good to have a wing diver on the team just to pick up as many crates as possible once you've won the mission. Like before you kill the last enemy.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Really? Pull the trigger, shoot the enemy, as though that isn't what we've been doing for the past hour. Also helpful, thank you. I wouldn't have considered not dying and staying alive if you hadn't suggested it.
This is all things that the AI has access to this pool of just completely, what's the word, inane,
Yeah.
just one-liners. Like, it gets really funny. Like, it sounds stupid, but it actually gets a chuckle out of you when they do it in, like, the late game where the situation is just completely inappropriate. Wait, don't kill that last bug. I want to see if I can make these guys. No, they're not under my command. I also really like that there are secret stances that you can't use, that only the AI can use later on.
Emergency transmission from Command HQ. We have a big problem. The Ravager fleet is on the move.
What'd you say?
They have left the moon for the Earth.
Damn it. Who has the means to fight off 10 motherships? With the EDF's increased strength, we don't have the manpower.
Lancer can at least, or Fancer can at least take a bit of punishment, but they really don't like getting in close quarters.
Ready to launch.
Unless you have the melee weapons.
Sequence of equations
Even
Or the
then,
flamethrowers.
commenced. We will try to defeat the
even, like, my weapons aren't good enough yet to really justify jumping in yet.
long-distance canvas attack.
Still, we can't hope to destroy them all. This is gonna be hell.
You can blow up Tokyo Tower if you get long-range enough weapons. I think that's
Alright.
Tokyo Tower.
You can blow up that tower. Got it.
Choose a class. Air Raider, Wing Dive, Ranger. Special Forces, Wing Dive, Air Raider,
Do you want to try
Aerial Spotter.
your fencer, right? Yeah, I'll get a guide beacon gun.
Diver. Ranger,
No,
Air Raider,
I'm switching so far
Wing Diver. Ranger,
game.
The weapons that need a lock on for the fencer are pretty overpowered.
Huh.
Like they're as powerful as an airstrike.
With the power
Yeah, they do have a. I
Fencers
think I do have a
can
missile
use
launcher for the fencer.
weapons in both hands. Wing Ranger.
And this is just taking out a bunch of Rotarii, so...
Wing Diver.
Yeah, that's true.
Heavy armored.
Alright, let's say I do...
Choose loadout.
Oh, I have some level... I have some other options now with levels.
Choose loadout. Fencers can equip 4 weapons.
Yeah, you're starting to see, thinking about weapons, actually.
Yeah, I am. Alright then.
Deploying.
I got the baby missile launcher on my first loadout. All right, yeah, I think I'm a fan.
Okay, let's try, oh, this is the guy beacon gun. Let's...
Turn you into Swiss cheese. Look for the next enemy. Understood.
Can you lock onto any of them? Or do we need to go back and I can get the actual laser guider?
I think I locked onto something.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I got it.
I accidentally picked up the guy beacon gun, which is less effective but easier to use. You don't have to maintain the lock.
Ooh, got some range on this cannon. Nice. Okay, this loadout is a lot better. Just straight up, a lot better. Lets me stay at range.
Yes, sir.
I reloaded my guide beacon and put it on something else.
Now I just need to get a good, like, medium to close range loadout.
What you're using now, the, like, 20mm cannon, it's pretty
I'm
good
using
at
I'm
any
using
range.
the Galleon lightweight cannon.
Yeah, there's another one called the, Gallic heavy cannon. It's, like,
I think I have that at level 0.
exclusively for long range.
The mothership fleet is beginning to drop to Earth.
It's finally beginning. The Earth's fate will be determined now.
It's amazing.
Our aircrafts are being stopped by the mothership air defense system and
I'm locking out of something past a building. Not sure what.
our best option.
I put a guide beacon on the Tarius.
Oh. I think it's hitting the roof of the building, so
Yeah,
let
it'll
me
hit the
move
building.
around. Yeah, that guide beacon's working out just fine for me. It's what I need.
Mothership destroyed.
This guy's nearly dead. I'll put another one.
Ah, it moved.
Linear cannon is recharging.
I don't know how long these last.
Tempest first throw
Long
mission
enough, I
launched.
think.
Yeah, it seems pretty long. I just get a tag on all of them.
Tempest is approaching target now. One ship sunk. 2 ships at half damage. Well done! All right. Tempest second formation launched.
Ah. Probably shouldn't have tried that with a web overhead.
Linear cannon discharged again. Impact. Wait. Enemy is not damaged. We missed. Tempest. Second formation. Impact. Enemy is not damaged.
All right.
Tempest impact. Still no damage.
Okay, I'll put more beacons up.
Yeah, a couple more would be nice.
Did they get him? Yeah,
I don't think.
they did.
I'm not getting any lock-ons.
Linear cannon hit. Enemy not damaged.
What's going on?
Yep. If you're not a fan of spiders, either this is a very therapeutic game or definitely not the game for you.
They must be protecting the mothership with a
Oh shit, I was shooting the limpet gun, not the lock-on gun.
Oh jeez.
Because they both have red projectiles that stick once they hit the enemy.
Well,
Linear cannon impact. Enemy no damage.
I do kind of like how the web physics interact.
Our soldiers are prepared for any alien threats.
Formation impact.
Navy launches
Enemy
ships.
no damage.
The Air Force sends the jets.
Looks like attacks are
And
being
nothing
obstructed
can
by something like a
withstand
wall.
our big bayonets.
shield screen big enough to cover the mothership. What kind of technology is this?
Our forces have now dwindled and we pull back to regroup.
The enemy has multiplied and formed a massive group. We better leave these spots before we're all turned to EDF deploys.
Oh, hello. This whole street could use some clearing out.
There, 2 in the swarm and 1 at the Tarius. And notice how it's bigger than your entire body.
Ooh, that was a nice missile deployment. Yeah, this is working out just fine.
I like how the ragdoll physics, it was delayed for just a split second, and then the body parts just shot out.
Yeah, even if it's on like a dead spider in the middle of the group, it's still very effective. Uh-oh. Back up.
Oh god, what's it doing? Okay.
It was locked onto that one dead spider.
You scared? That couldn't be true. Sometimes, like in Oblivion, the ambient dialogue actually does line up, and that's pretty cool.
The UI controls are kind of a bastard, though.
Beacon again? Wait, I want to go
Yeah, I
Wing
wanna do some-
Diver, just so we can blast through these more quickly.
Yeah, I think I'll also go Wing Diver. I think I've got some new stuff.
Just to get to the real missions.
It lags quite a bit on the character screen,
Wing
though.
divers can equip
Yeah, it's only sometimes.
Choose loadout. Choose loadout. Wing divers can equip 2 weapons.
Also...
The weapon unlocks are only per class, so if you pick up a weapon crate during a mission when you're as one class, you won't get weapons for the other classes.
Also, thank you for Satellite Rain Pizza Food. I'll definitely check that out later.
Isn't that the Paradox, like, side-scrolling team thing?
I don't think so. It's a top-down, sort of real-time strategy shooter thing.
Oh, okay.
Cyberpunk
I think
thing.
of something else then.
Alright. Oh, wow, that lag on the character screen. Wow, okay. Yeah.
Deploying.
Pick the best weapon for the situation of being bitten, not not explosives.
I don't think we've met any biting insects yet. The red ants are the first ones that can grab you.
Oh boy.
Unless you count the Rotarii with their webs.
This is Strategic Command Headquarters. Commencing Operation Sweep Giant Insects. There's a guest coming from the sky. First, let's finish cleaning up the Earth's surface.
Also, wing divers can get up really fast from being knocked down, if they have charge in their jetpack.
In on the combat area. Fighter has already left from the Curacao Air Base. It's on an intersect course. Submarine. Launched cruise missile.
Yep, solved.
Missile will soon hit a mother ship. It didn't make it.
We won! We'll win the next one, too! Yes, sir!
Attack failed. The missile hit the shield screen. Mothership suffered no damage.
What are you fighting for? For my wife.
Fighter, commencing attack. It's hopeless. Obstructed by the shield screen.
Just gonna park on this roof and go to... Oh, no, wait.
Also, that's another part of the deliberate, like, Japanese to English mistranslation thing. They very insistently use certain terms that are just kind of awkward and not used in English. Like, they don't call it a shield, it's always the shield screen.
Yeah, no, it's definitely that sort of Japanese-English
Like,
transliteration thing, yeah.
But the thing is, there's never any typos in, like, the menus or something, so I think it's deliberately meant to be janky. To evince, like a science fiction movie from 1950s translated into English.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. The localization team was and voice direction was definitely deliberate, you can tell.
I guess the reason they'd use things like shield screening is because if you're trying to evoke early science fiction, they hadn't standardized on certain terms back then.
Oh, hello. That's pretty heavy duty, yeah. Wow, they are chasing you.
Haha, you fall into my trap. Ah.
Hello. What's Independence Day? We've never seen Independence Day. Shut up.
So, the bastards finally came back!
Understood.
Just when the giant insects start coming up from the ground, the Ravagers come too! So they were contacting them, huh?
Not over yet.
It's certain that the Ravagers were waiting until the giant insects...
And like the way they just repeat plot points over and over again.
I can do
In
with
a
a bit
really,
less of that,
really
but
blatant way.
The Ravager's method is to release giant insects and to wait while they spread across an entire planet. Maybe the Ravagers didn't need to hurry, so they chose to take a break in order to get ready for their return.
ah yes,
Allowing time for
Taking a
the Earth
break.
to be covered with giant insects.
Hey, you changed your color. Unless
Yeah.
that's the default.
no, I changed my color on pretty much everything.
We can't destroy these transports now. You can only kill things once you're allowed to kill them by the story. Which is kind of annoying. Like there's a mission, a first mission where you kill everything.
Giant
Wow, a
insects are
single
reaching
ant.
for the Ravager's transport ship.
All units, exterminate the giant insects.
That's another thing. Like you just said, oh, a single ant. Like it's a giant ant. It's a villain of another game or another like TV
Yeah,
show.
it would
but,
be
like,
a boss fight in, you know, a more standard
Like-
scale game.
If you think of it, EDF is ludicrously overpowered. Like Serious Sam and Doom Guy and stuff are less powerful than your average EDF protagonist.
Yeah, especially with that freaking plasma rocket launcher.
Like a high level protagonist.
Yeah.
Even a low level protagonist is still absurdly powerful.
But yeah, like,
And like
with
EDF
the,
as
with the I'm saying like the transport ships with the freaking drop platform that big, they drop one ant at a time, or like 2 or 3.
like EDF as a whole could probably like conquer many other like alternate Earths at the same time.
That'd be an interesting game. Earth versus EDF.
Yeah, like EDF loses like hundreds of millions of people over the course of the campaign. And they never stop fighting, and they never stop running out of new super weapons, which they've been secretly developing.
Flying drones are coming. Retreat. Hurry.
Yeah, at this point, no reason not just to use the plasma launcher over whatever else.
We're fighting them now. Send some
Yeah, it's not very good at endurance killing actually, because it drains your battery really quick.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Ranger 8. Storm team is on their way to rescue you.
That's a few new things.
Ranger 8, Roger. They're coming this way.
Oh, yeah, the flying drones.
Shoot them down. Coming from above.
Just bouncing around the map.
And they're just affected by physics, so they all just bounce off each other and
Yes.
the map. That's amazing. I do appreciate ragdoll physics, the game.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. Yeah, because they all have the same, like they all home in on the same thing, so they all converge in the same place and they just bounce off each other. I think they have the same, they have like inertia and stuff, like the helicopter
Yeah, oh
does.
yeah, absolutely. Ooh.
And like the helicopters, there are variants of the flying drone which actually know how to fly properly and are pretty nimble, and they're actually a threat. like red drones and blue drones eventually.
Oh, okay. Now things are getting dangerous. These guys are dangerous if you let them sneak up on you. Just let them shotgun a bunch of lasers in your face.
Oh, I hate that gun. That gun you're using.
Yeah, it's
Although
not
it
great.
probably, if you try with it,
Like-
you
like
can figure
if-
out how to make it work.
It at this stage, it's got decent range and deals decent damage. It's just kind of hard to control. That's all.
Yeah, this is it. This is the mission where I first died, and where most of the people are taken through the game, where we first die.
Yeah.
So.
I'm still shocked. Okay,
the
good.
menu lag.
Alright, okay.
Choose a class. Ranger is recommended. Air Raider. Fencer. Air Raider. Aerial Spotter. Choose loadout. Air Raiders can equip 2 weapons and 1 vehicle. Choose a class. Wing Ranger.
Yeah, in this one, basically, you have to hold out until EDF...
Choose
EDF sends in multiple rocket launch... like MLRSs, you know, like tanks with big banks of missile launchers on the back, which will lock on, and they slaughtered the flying drones, but until then, you're really overwhelmed.
Choose loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
They don't really get up in your face, so you don't need a super close range weapon, but something like an assault rifle or a long range shotgun.
Choose loadout.
And
Rangers can
explosives, because they all bunch up together.
Yeah, might as well just do Ranger. Ranger.
deploying.
Yeah, there's not much else like this. It's just a large-scale battle simulator thing.
Yeah, that you're in, and that isn't just you being a sandbox.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there were. This is what games used to be. This is it's evocative of the PlayStation 2 era, is what people say. I didn't really
No,
play games.
I don't
that
think the
much back
PS2
then,
had
so-
anything like this.
Yeah, hardware restraints would have made it difficult.
No, this is a pretty unique experience.
Oh, this would be good because it said it fires 3 rockets at once, but they all go so close together. Basically, just one rocket.
Yeah, I can see why people would die here.
Yeah, you do need to at least have the proper loadout. If you have more than 2 or 3 people, you just get an air raider and put defensive buffs down and run hunkers around them. It could probably work for 2 people.
Okay.
You can also try to kite them if you have a wing diver. because you can travel faster than these guys. So take
I'd want a
long-range
really
weapon,
good
fly
weapon
to
for
a
that,
tower
though.
and then wait.
I'm just gonna use my Mark II rocket launcher all day. I'm sorry, the what?
I really wish I had a grenade launcher, but they don't unlock this early. Thank you, EDF trooper.
Excuse me?
Just flash for now. It doesn't target you directly in these early missions.
That's kind of the funny thing, is like, that's a thing. It's not trying to kill you right now, but it will. Oh wow, there's just a bunch more of them.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're gonna get overwhelmed, but eventually you realize, fuck, I'm not really prepared to kill this many all coming at me at once.
Yeah. Oh dear. I'm not prepared yet to kill this many all at once. I have a funny feeling that's not a permanent state.
We just have to live long enough for the EDF tanks to show up.
I suppose.
Deploy a enabling self-propelled rocket launcher.
Oops. Made myself ragdoll. No big deal. Fortunately, I'm well versed in the dodge roll to live.
Yeah, the problem is when you get hit by their things, it doesn't damage you that much, but it slows you down, which allows others to hit you, and it becomes a
Yeah.
vicious cycle. So you really
Yeah.
don't get hit at all. And later on, their primary goal is ping you so other enemies can do the real damage. And they can also obstruct your shots, so if you have a really high-powered weapon and one of these things flies in front of you...
Yeah. Ouchie. I imagine,
like a
I
swarm of
imagine the
flies.
Twitch is not liking the compression on this.
Oh god. Yeah, oh fuck.
Negling self-propelled rocket launcher is in
There it
position.
is.
Good. Have it support the infantry units.
Oh, have you turned off Explosion Shake? That's something you really need to do.
You know,
after, like, the
I'm-
first 5 levels.
I'm considering, maybe, possibly, turning off explosion
Camera
shake.
shake.
Camera shake, yeah. You know, it just seems like a... And we're the only two standing. Okay. Game settings.
Oh, up to
Um,
level
cam-
5 weapons.
Camera effects off. Good for you and your level 5 weapons.
Choose a class. Wing diver. Air raider. Aerial spotter.
I need to get some more time on Air Raider.
Oh, I'll take, Ranger with...
Choose loadout. Air raiders can equip 2 weapons and 1 vehicle.
There was a rocket here that needs guidance.
Then I think I have a laser guide kit.
Air raiders.
And then...
Choose loadout. Air raiders can equip 2 weapons. on one vehicle.
I have an armored vehicle grape, whatever that is.
It's just an APC. Actually,
Oh.
I don't have anything like that. For Ranger, let me see for Fencer.
I mean, I'm gonna probably take the laser guide kit regardless, because I don't think I'm gonna get much use out of the limpet gun.
Leviathan, was that what you were using before?
I was using the Phoenix one on the fencer. I don't have to go air raider.
Yeah, I've got the 2 guided missiles. Yeah, let's see. You got the laser guide kit. You there?
Yeah, I was just checking on the Dusk City Outlaws chat. Yeah, for better or worse, ready to go.
Deploying.
Okay. Just keep it locked on something that's more than 15 meters away from you. Like, it's happened to me that like a bug's leg has flown in front of me and it's redirected like a big leg, like a huge limb has fallen in front of me and it catches a laser guider for 1 or 2 seconds and that's enough to kill the entire team.
Yeah, so basically make sure I am clear of stuff.
Yeah, but even if you're clear of the stuff, legs can fly for like hundreds of meters.
So that's the giant insect transport ship in position. Brought all the giant insects here. You won't get away with it.
If something happens, don't worry about me.
Definitely. Area back. Let's finish the job.
Okay, those bugs.
Yes, sir.
The ship. It is still dropping.
Okay, let's see.
They've already covered the earth in giant insects. It's not enough.
Don't target a bug, just target like the center of the swarm, like the ground.
Okay,
It's not necessary to destroy the transport ship. Kill the enemies on the ground first.
You need to keep it steady. Oh, fuck me!
well, a missile went
Okay.
off.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't think the laser guide kit's my style.
Well, let's try and make it work though. Just target the ground here then.
I'm just gonna... not a good spot.
It'd probably be better against solitary targets.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get in my tank and
Also
go to
on
town.
missions where you start with a very clear field of vision. Defensive
Yeah.
missions. Thankfully I've got another loadout.
Enemy's transport ship has entered the combat area.
Are we allowed to kill that ship yet?
No. I don't think so. This scream sounded more human than bug. Yeah, you can get laser designated now. Since they're so far away.
Alright.
He got up!
The transport ship is dropping giant insects!
Let me know when it's going off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know how to use these, I guess.
Well, you were able to just, like, actually plant, you know, laser guidance, you know,
Yeah, maybe
beacons
take
on.
that next time.
Well, I don't have that. I grabbed what I grabbed. I don't
You hear all
have
that?
the better. No, I'm a little busy.
It was something really deep, like, maybe to them, we're just the pests. Maybe we're the giant insects. To them. And they're just trying to get rid of us. Or
Something really stupid. Yeah.
supposed to be deep, but it's just really dumb.
With my last action, I will. Well, that didn't work out. Oh, it did. Cool.
Yeah, it's probably good that these early missions are so easy, so you can just mess around.
Yeah, I definitely need that. And I need armor for
Especially
this
since
class.
It is a bit unique, I guess.
Give me my tank.
Wait, I'll get done.
Wait, what?
Just hold still.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I'm on. Damn it, I pressed the thing again.
Well, you can't ride me.
Try putting a lock on in the middle of that intersection down there.
Alright.
Ah, wait, never mind, they're coming close.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. There are missions where this kind of thing would work.
Yeah.
The enemy comes at you from a very long plane in waves.
Yeah, just not this mission. You know what? It is time for some artillery.
Giant insects are just bugs, but for the Ravagers, it's the other way around. Inflecting back to coordinates.
Enough out of you.
I should have taken those mortars that Dredd was talking about.
You know,
They're good because you can obliterate the city blocks without... You can just blast your way through to them, you don't actually have to go over them.
oops, I accidentally hit you with that tank, that tank round.
Nearly. Yeah, with things like the mortar and stuff, it's like playing Worms. Like, instead of navigating to hit the enemy, you just destroy the terrain in between you and him. It's very gratifying and a bit easier. actually. It saves time on these easy missions. Also good for revealing nests.
Well, I'm gonna grab all these chests on this street here.
To ravagers, mankind could just be a bug that gets in the way of spreading giant bugs.
Just destroy the buildings.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm out.
You can pick up crates in buildings as well.
I am
in vehicles,
out
I
of
mean.
howitzer. All right.
This is transport unit. We're ready to drop the Here you say go.
Well, I need... Okay. I guess I don't. I got a few new things for that class. Figure I've got time for one more mission
Okay.
before I should be getting ready for Dusk of the Outlaws with Winged Cat.
Okay, what's the
Choose a class. Wing diver. Air fencer. Heavy armored
Hound.
air
Bloodstorm,
diver,
rather.
Ranger. Special Forces Infantry.
Let's see what this does.
Wing diver. Choose a class. Ranger. Wing air fencer. Choose
What do we got?
Fencers can equip 4 weapons.
Yeah, not only do the missions change, but you get drip-fed new weapons enough to that also helps keep it
Fencers can
interesting.
equip 4
Yeah.
weapons.
I feel defensive because it seems strange to try and make the claim that this game can remain interesting over 90 missions when every mission is basically just kill everything. But it
No.
actually works.
I do see how this stretches out, and where
Yeah, but
sort
you
of
didn't
the
before
cooperative.
playing it.
Well, yeah, but I think once you see it and feel it in your hands, it's kind of self-evident. God, I keep forgetting. Have to use WASD and not the arrow keys to navigate the menu.
I would just take more bug killers. There's no... The things like the Gallic Heavy Cannon there for the giant walkers and stuff. Like the big battle machines. They haven't shown up yet.
Choose
Yeah.
loadout. Fencers can equip 4 weapons.
So, Gatling,
Choose loadout.
and I want to at least
Fencers can
try
equip 4 weapons.
mortar.
Deploying.
That's an interesting image on my loading screen. Not
Wow.
everyone can drive. Only aerators and rangers can drive vehicles, and the second image of the tutorial is just a winged diver and a fencer just sitting forlornly in the back of an APC. Just like, aw, we can't sit up front.
I should link the trailer for this game. It's like 9 minutes long. It's like a fake news reel thing.
With giant insects.
It's more of this kind of writing. Now we can kill the transports. Hit them in the big red exposed thing that opens up to drop new enemies. The best way to do it, of course, is to play as the Wing Diver or the Air Raider and literally just fly up into
Literally
the
just
mouth
do
of
it
the
Independence Day.
Yeah.
The transport ship's weak point is its hatch. Aim for the inside when it is open.
It's actually also like the most efficient because Wing Divers have crazy, ludicrously high damage close combat weapons. So you get up there point blank with the red stuff and you can destroy a transport in like 3 seconds.
There goes the mini mall.
Of course, if you run out of jetpack before you reach it and you fall back down to the ground, now you're in the middle of a big pile of enemies with no battery.
Yeah, I personally find for those transports is if you've got multiplayer, you basically just go, okay, have an air
See what
raider,
this does.
to lock on your missile and just guide it right in.
I guess it was too close. I think this looks more impressive than it really is.
Probably.
Yeah, they're not really that high damage. You need to focus on the transports.
Yeah. Okay.
That's another thing, yeah, air raiders, sorry, wing divers can fly right up into them, and the second best, I'd say, for killing them is the, what are these, defenses, because they have really heavy, long-range weapons, like these automatic cannons.
Yeah, I'm starting to wish I'd picked a wing diver.
Like, if you have the, ranger, you've got sniper rifles, I guess. But otherwise, you have to rely on rockets, which are obviously harder to aim because of the flight time.
Yeah, and I brought a mortar, so there's an angle. I would be okay with just sort of reloading and like say you pick fencer and I go wing diver. Oh well, here it comes over us. Never mind. Just come to Papa.
This is baby feeding us, but later on the transports get bitten really annoyingly hard to get places, like behind mountains and stuff, and in valleys, and
Yeah.
like you need to deal with them, but there's also a whole bunch of other enemies.
Yeah.
Over there, 12 behind us.
Oh.
It's too high altitude.
Yeah, it's too high.
Oh, it's directly above us.
Still too high.
Maybe we do need to restart. I'll go wing diver, or you do.
What's stopping us from both doing wing diver though? Other than dealing with all the personnel.
Okay. Do you want me to restart?
Yeah, that thing's just way too high up.
Choose a class. Air Raider. Wing Diver.
I don't know, maybe if I had like a helicopter on the
Wing Divers can equip 2 weapons.
air guy, but... Oh my god, there's a chain lightning gun? Well, that's mine. No, I should probably do something a bit more close range.
Wing Divers can equip... Choose loadout. Wing Divers can
The Ranger is actually like the easiest to do the whole campaign on. Just
Yeah.
because it's so basic. Like the rockets have no, the dumb rockets have no maximum range, so you can theoretically kill anything at any distance, just with trick shots.
Yeah.
And you've also got the capability of healing the NPCs.
That is true.
Yeah, which helps a lot when you're on your own. And you don't have other players to take the hits for you.
Indeed.
Does it usually take this long to load?
Seems so far. This mission in particular seems pretty hefty.
Ah, okay then.
Ravager transport ship is in the sky. We can't let them continue to contaminate the Earth with...
So I like how it's just an M16. No matter how ludicrous the qualities of the weapon become, the graphic is just an M16. Just black, nothing on it. All the Ranger weapons are like that. Except for a few experimental laser weapons.
Down it goes.
Point is its hatch. Aim for the inside when it is open.
Also, yes, give me that chain lightning!
That's actually way... It's the most effective in caves. Like...
Oh, yeah, I imagine.
It's basically like a flamethrower, sort of, in the way it arcs down tunnels.
It takes like half of suit energy, though. Oh, man.
And it goes through corpses, so even if the enemy blocks up a tunnel with their corpses, you can still kill the enemies behind them.
Oh, this... So, yeah, best game. Best game.
Are you taking down the things, or should I focus on them too?
I'm trying, but this one's closing up, and I need to recharge.
Often it's best to get to a building first, and then wait to recharge. The power lines are the best, but they're a bit tricky to land on.
Well, I've got a few hits on this one. There we go.
Also, that's one amusing thing about Wing Diver that I like, is that you have to be aware if like there's an enemy on the building you're sitting on, because if there is, it's likely going to just get destroyed in 5 seconds by your own team. And if the shot lands close enough to the roof, you'll actually get ragdolled.
Get dunked on. Oh, come on, you're not dead? My rockets ain't good enough for you?
Oh, fuck. EDF trooper ran in front of me as I fired the rocket.
There we go.
Yeah, it really feels like you're playing two different, fighting two different parts of a battle.
Which is great. I love that.
There's all these crates over here, but the mission has moved on.
Oh, well, let's grab some crates then. I need some crates.
Okay, I'll hold off the bugs that spawn.
Need that armor, need those weapons. I think I got most of the good ones. The greens and reds.
Man, there's another pile right over here. I'll get this one.
Alright, I'm gonna go after this ship then. Is there a power line? I like the way the wing diver makes you start thinking differently about the map. Yeah, this one's really high up.
I'll get that. Also, the crates have silly ragdoll. Like, they weigh nothing.
Yeah. Are you gonna try out Dragonfall after this stream, Dragonview? Well, have fun. It's a really good RPG.
What's Dragonfall?
Shadowrun Dragonfall.
Oh shit! Yeah, I love that game.
It's oh yeah. I was
It's
talking with.
It's actually better than Hong Kong, in my opinion. Hong Kong, the individual missions were better, like had more variety, but the overall plot of Dragonfall was more compelling.
I like Dragonfall for me is like a 10 out of 10. Hong Kong for me is like a 8 out of 10. I still really like Hong Kong, but Dragonfall is just wow.
It's probably a bit more of a matter of taste.
Yeah.
Dragonfall was like a plot of worldwide significance. Hong Kong, it seemed big. It really wasn't.
Hong Kong had more of a personal story thing going on.
Like they said, like, even if you fail, it'll just make the world a bit shittier for this one place. It's not really that important.
I mean, I'm more about characters than like setting and plot, but Dragonfall still has a lot of really good characters.
The missions in Hong Kong though felt more like RPG missions, like a lot more varieties to use your own skills to
Anyway,
solve them.
we're getting off track. That was Earth Defense Force 4.1 something of something something.
The Shadow of New Despair.
Which I'm guessing is supposed to be a reference to how like there's a new invasion that's bigger than ever, I guess, but
Yes.
Probably.
so far at least. But
Yeah. And yeah.
I'm sold. Thanks for gifting this. We'll definitely have to play more of this later.
Yeah, I hope Lycanus or Dread Priest can get involved too.
Yeah, this definitely seems like it just gets crazy at 4 players.
And if we eventually get you leveled up enough to do hard, it becomes really not strategic, not like a World of Warcraft raid or something, but you need to talk about things.
Yeah. No, I definitely see the sort of mission strategy thing going on. Anyway.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Yeah, thanks for showing it to me.
You can also create your own rooms and invite others to
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, you can go have fun with Dusk City Outlaws now. I've got a whole bunch of things to do.
Yep. See y'all
Is it
later.
turn-
I'll probably be back streaming in like half an hour.
Yeah.
EDF. It was pretty good, actually.